So very good evening everybody, hope you all are doing really well. After the December 2025 results were announced, I received numerous calls and messages discussing about the strategies that various students are following for AA and AAA March 2026 attempt. However, I was guiding each one of them one by one and I realized that there are certain points which are common for everybody and everybody needs guidance regarding how they should prepare for their upcoming attempt, which is March 2026 attempt. So what I decided is that let's create a video and let's go live on YouTube to discuss about AA and AAA preparation strategies that you should follow for March 2026 attempt, because these strategies are something that will really make a difference for all of your attempt, and this is very important that you strategize right now and you prepare accordingly so that you clear March 2026 attempt. Okay, so whatever questions you have, you can definitely write on the chat box. I would be happy to answer all of them. However, first of all, what I'll do is I'll explain everything to you. Okay, I will be dividing this discussion into two parts. First we will talk about AA and then we will be talking about AAA as well. Whatever questions you have, you can post it on the chat box. I would be happy to answer it. Okay, also I would be explaining to you that if I would be able to help you, then how I would be able to help you. Okay, so first thing, let's discuss about AA. Okay, let's discuss about the subject called AA first. Okay, when I say AA, how many chapters does it have? How many chapters does it have? You tell me how many chapters. How many chapters? So let's go here. Okay, these are my notes. How many chapters are there? Can you see? There are 31 chapters. There are 31 chapters. Here, in case of AA, one of the common mistakes that everybody makes is that they make a lot of mistake in MCQs. They make a lot of mistake in MCQ answers. Okay, what is the weightage? 30%, right? So a lot of students make this mistake that they do not prepare appropriately for 30% MCQs. Second thing is that they write generalized answer. For the descriptive questions, what they do is they write generalized answer. What they do? They write generalized answer. Let's first identify the problems, then we will be discussing about the solution part of it as well, right? So they write the generalized answer. When I say generalized answer, what do I mean? That auditor will verify the invoice. Now what would auditor verify in that invoice? They never write. Okay, they say auditor will obtain the evidence. Now what evidence they will be obtaining? No reference. So these are called as generalized answer, and based on all the examiner reports that I have read for AA as well as AAA, examiner hates generalized answer. So that is one mistake that you all make. Okay, let's talk about the third mistake. Now this, I won't say mistake, this is a strategy problem. That when I talk about the syllabus, students don't cover 100% syllabus. You know, there were certain students who reached out to me and said that, sir, tell me, out of these 31 chapters, okay, tell us 5 chapters that we should study and will score good marks or at least pass. Now that strategy should never work. See, there are certain important chapters for sure, but it is not sure that the paper would be asked from those important chapters only. So it becomes really important for you to cover 100% of the syllabus. Is it possible that we cover 100% of the syllabus appropriately? Yes, it is 100% possible. However, you have to start at the right time. You have to follow the right strategy. So watch this video till end. I will be explaining you everything step by step. Okay. So first thing is this, that you don't cover 100% syllabus, and this is a very big mistake, specifically for your AA and AAA subjects. Okay. Now this is third mistake. Okay. Now let's talk about the fourth mistake. Here we have discussed about the concepts. We have discussed about the questions as well, but let's discuss about something very important, which is they miss mock test. When I talk about the mock test, they miss it. When I talk about the mock test, they miss it. Miss it as in they don't miss it that they have not done it. They miss it in the way that they strategically think that there's no requirement of the mock test, and that is a very big and tremendous mistake that you can make. Please do not do it. Okay. Now one more mistake regarding notes. Okay, these are what? These are the mistakes. These are the mistakes. Okay, these are not the strategy, these are the mistakes. After this I will be telling you about the strategy as well. Okay, now notes, refer multiple notes. They refer multiple notes. They think that whether we should go for this or that, so they go for both. Some chapters from this, some chapters from that, and that is why sometimes they are not able to understand that what was the content, how it should be covered, how we should write it, what kind of words we need to write. Okay, Now these are certain common mistakes which are there for double A. Let's discuss about the solutions part of it now. Okay, let's discuss about the solutions part of it. First thing, when I talk about MCQs, practice and practice. Sir, why are you giving us the dialogues? I'm not giving you the dialogues here. See, what is important here is that practice is very important for MCQs. See, even if some new questions comes in front of me, okay, I have multiple years of teaching experience, but if some question comes in front of me, I also have to read it very carefully before answering it. Not because I'm not sure about the concepts, but because whenever there's any MCQ, there could be certain accident spots. When I say accident spot, what do I mean? Accident spots means that there could be certain points that examiner wants you to miss, okay, and that is why generally you are confused between two options. So only practice could help you there. And I'm not saying practice means solving more and more questions. Practice means solving more type of questions, questions that cover all the concepts. So first of all, you should be aware about the concepts, then you should be able to apply to specifically in the scenario of MCQs, because once you are able to score more than 25 marks in MCQs, then you will be sorted for your AA paper. Okay. Now descriptive part includes writing practice. But this is not just the writing practice that you pick up any question and you do the writing practice. You have to solve selected questions. See, if I give you 100 questions, 200 questions, 500 questions, 1000 questions and ask you to write it, you might not be able to write it. That is humanly impossible. Okay. But if I give you some selected questions, okay, in the given time, if I give you some selected questions that, my dear friends, you solve this, and I'm not saying that paper would be framed from these questions only, but you will be covering a good concept, a good coverage would be there, and you can solve more questions after you solve these questions. This will help you cover everything, then you can solve other questions as well. So this will help you understand that how the questions could be framed and how you need to answer it. Today only I received a query where one of my students asked me that, sir, for a 5 marks question, how many points we need to write? So first thing to be understood here is that there are no fixed number of points that you need to write. You need to cover the answer, you need to cover all the aspects that is asked in the questions. For example, if they have asked the business risk, okay, just I'm giving you an example. If they have asked the business risk, okay, and there are 8 business risk in the question, and if I tell you that for 10 marks question you need to write 5 points, will you just write 5 points and get done with it? No, that is not right. So what you need to do is you need to write all the 8 points. What you need to do is you can reduce little bit of explanation. Otherwise, if you were able to write 4 lines, you might be writing 3 lines only, but you will be writing all 8 points. That is the strategy that you should follow. Okay. Now third point, why are you not able to cover 100% of the syllabus? Because you lack summary notes and revision pointers. See, if you have understood a chapter in say 1 hour, okay, and now you need to revise it, okay, I can read your chats also, you can freely write your points on the chat box. I would be able to discuss it. That is why I have scheduled this live session, otherwise I could have uploaded the recorded session also, right? So although recorded session would also be uploaded, don't worry about it. For all the students who are not able to write their queries here, you can freely write your queries via any medium. I have mentioned all of my social media accounts in the description box. You can reach out to me anywhere. You can WhatsApp me, you can Telegram me, you can reach out to me on Instagram, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. Okay, I would be able to help you. Don't worry about it. And I would strongly recommend you to join my Telegram channel for notes and WhatsApp channel for all the related updates. Okay, and definitely subscribe this YouTube channel for revision sessions, for question solving sessions, and a lot more. Okay, now let's discuss about this. When I talk about the syllabus part of it, okay, see, everybody, almost everybody covers the syllabus at least one time, but the students who pass the examination in first attempt, or the students who definitely pass the examination, they don't just cover it once. Okay, what you need to do is you need to revise it again and again. And if you have covered a particular chapter in say 1 hour, do you think that now you need to cover it again in the 1 hour only? No, you should have some certain summary pointers, you should have some revision pointers, you should have certain board notes that you will be referring whenever there would be a discussion of that chapter, and you should be able to finish it off, revise it within 15 to 20 minutes or maximum within 30 minutes. That is the half timing. Okay, although the third revision would be of roughly 2/10 or 1/10 of the timing based on your capacity. Okay, so summary notes and revision pointers are very important for your examination. Now fourth one, mock test. See, downloading the test, Writing the answer, giving yourself marks is one thing, but you need evaluation. You need evaluation by somebody who understands that how you have written the answer, what should have been written, okay, and how much examiner would allow in this or award in this particular answer. That is very, very important for you. So you need to understand everything about writing the answer. It's not just about appearing for the mock test, it's also about getting the feedback of the mock test on a timely manner. Here, if you would be studying with me, I would strongly recommend you to appear for at least 1 to 2 mock tests between 15th of February to 20th of February. Okay, do not waste for the last 2 to 3 days, because even if I give you any feedback, you might not be able to respond to it, you might not be able to prepare well for it. So it is highly recommended that you appear for certain mock tests between 15th to 20th of February. Okay, now let's discuss about the notes. See, when you refer multiple notes, I'm not saying that any notes are good or bad, okay? Everybody is trying to teach you only from a very good source. But the point is that when you refer multiple notes, you might not be able to grasp completely the mindset of the author. The mindset of the author, what they are trying to teach you, you might be understanding planning from some other perspective, you might be understanding completion from other perspective. So that is why your mind will not be able to process when there would be a mixed question of planning and completion. You might be writing language A in planning phase, you might be writing language B in completion answer, and there your paper might go inconsistent. So that becomes very, very important for you to understand that this is very, very important, that you should refer one notes, you should trust completely those notes, and you can take multiple references if you are not understanding certain things from those notes, but do not refer different notes for a single chapter. Okay, so one summary notes, this is very, very important for you, my dear friends. Okay, I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear, right? I hope this is clear. Perfectly fine. Any questions? Yes, any questions? Any questions? Any questions? No. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so I hope you got it. I hope you got it. Now let me tell you about something very, very important here. When I talk about the crash course, okay, first of all, let me tell you that who this is for. Okay, this is for students who have already studied AA once. Okay, it could be from any source, it could be a self-study also, but if you have studied completely once, or you have studied at least 70 to 80% once, then this would be for you. Okay, it is not for everybody, it is only for those students who have already completed the study of AA at least once. Okay, if you have not solved the question, then there's a solution, but what I mean is the concept lectures. Okay, now second thing, what you will be getting here. So if I talk about the books, you will be getting physical delivery, that is, it would be delivered to your address of summary notes and question bank. Okay, question bank will have certain selected questions that you should be solving along with the answer with MCQs as well as the descriptor type question. When I talk about the summary notes, how they are going to look, let me show you. Okay, let me show you. So these are my summary notes, these are my handwritten summary notes. Okay, you can see that these are the summary notes. See, these are the summary notes. Okay, it is roughly of 241 pages. Okay, so roughly 220 pages plus certain extra chapters of special pointers over here. So these are the notes that you will be getting. Now let me also show you the question bank. Okay, let me also show you the question bank. Yes, now this is the question bank. This is the question bank. You can see that there is an index. Okay, there is an index, and then there are questions. There are multiple questions. Okay, these are definitely not in the handwritten notes, but the notes are in the handwritten notes. This is of roughly 300 pages. Okay, so see, there are MCQ questions, suggested answers also, everything would be provided to you in the soft copy or hard copy plus soft copy would also be provided to you along with the board notes. Okay, what are board notes? What are board notes? Board notes would be anything that I write over here, you will also be getting a copy of it. Okay, I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. Now let's discuss about other things. Okay, let's discuss about the other things over here. This is one thing, but what about the mock test? What about the mock test? So there would be 2 block test as in half syllabus test, and 2 full syllabus test. But sir, why have you considered 2 block test and 2 full syllabus test? Let me tell you the reason for it. What happens is, whenever, see, I'm also reading your chats, that is why I'm looking at the mobile phone also. Okay, so yes, when I talk about the mock test, it is not important that you solve 3 portion wise tests, but it is more important that you solve at least 2 full syllabus tests. Okay, in fact, after this also, if you have time, I would strongly recommend you to solve as many papers as you want. We will also be scheduling a pre-March mock session, okay, where we will be solving one paper with you by typing everything specifically in the way that you need to write your answer, so that you understand everything. Okay, so this is also very, very important. I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. Now, will this be with evaluation? Yes, with evaluation. But sir, you have not told us about the concepts and questions. So my dear friends, I would be giving you revision of concepts, all concepts. Okay, this would be covered roughly in 10 to 15 hours. Okay, 10 to 15 hours. Why do I say 10 to 15 hours? It should be covered in 10 hours only, but 15 hours including all the doubt sessions. Okay, then when I talk about the question practice sessions, I would be giving you approximately 30 to 50 questions, including MCQs as well as descriptive. Okay, that I will be giving to you. This would be in the recorded mode. But sir, I think you should have given us live. No, my dear friends, recorded is in your best interest. What happens is, whenever you are studying for an attempt which is say 1 month away, okay, you should plan your schedule accordingly. That is why I have given you the recorded mode. So sir, you will never be connecting with us in the live mode? No, my dear friends, I will be connecting. So for all the doubts, queries and certain important pointers, we will be connecting every Friday at 8 p.m. Every Friday at 8 p.m. there would be a live session that we will be connecting on. Okay, that we will be connecting on. I hope you got all the references over here. Now let's discuss about, will this help you solve the practice? Yes. Will it help you to write the descriptive answers? Yes. Will it solve your problem for summary notes? Yes. Will it solve your problem for revision pointers? Yes, because handwritten notes already covers it. Will it solve your problem for evaluation of test papers? Yes. Will it solve your problem for one notes? Yes, because I have created it from multiple sources and I have finalized whatever I have written over there, that should be the best one for you. Okay, so you never need to refer to any other notes. You can refer it, but that would just be a duplication of it. So I hope this is clear. This is for AA. This is for AA. I hope this is clear. Any questions? Any questions? Please feel free to let me know. So we have covered for AA as of now.